Hello, Omega Galaxy here, back for another video. I haven't done one like in a while. We're doing a visual novel this time. I think I did it before, but I kind of stopped because I learned how some sexual things, so I'll stop like live streaming of it. And so, no, that's stop. But so I'm just gonna record it by itself. So if I record by itself, that would mean that I can like edit and like. When that thing does come up, I can just put screen, like a screen of like a sensory screen, and that's it. And sensory screen, and that's it. So that's nice. I don't know. I downloaded it because I think everyone deleted itself for some freaking reason. Oh, Tsukihime and stuff. I don't know. This is like it already has everything very completed. Kind of like a pain. So. But I think I put game options like skip parts, preview right, I put off and stuff. So there's that. So you have that. In the beginning, I didn't record it because it just popped up out of nowhere. So it's not my fault for that. I don't know. This is like my first visual novel that I ever played. So I'm going to enjoy this. And I actually have a good microphone this time, so like I think I bought my microphone stand came out like the other day, so I was like, hey, yeah, I'll and also the remake is coming, so it's a good thing to record it. So I'm going to play through it. I'm not going blind this time, so that's nice. So let's start the game and let's see. Okay, we can watch the opening, yeah. I suddenly am awake with a start. The night is pitch black, and no one else is in the house. It's scary being alone in the dark. So to find everyone, I headed into the garden. Our mansion garden are vast fields of green, surrounded by a thick dense forest, with the trees blanking out the light, almost like a massive curtain, like a stage in a theater somewhere. The curtain of trees open, swishing sound. Excitement fills me, anticipating the beginning. Yeah. Distance, I hear the sound of echoes beyond the black curtain of trees. Inside the forest, the sounds of everyone happily playing around. The curtain does not open yet. Unable to restrain myself, I wander into the darkness of the forest. Darkness surrounds me. A darkness so deep is suffocating, not even claiming rays of moon can reach the day. The air is cold, the winter chill so deep, the eyes feel like they'll freeze. For a brief moment, I thought I heard someone call my name, so I walked deeper into the forest. After passing through the veiled trees, I found everyone waiting for me in the forest clearing. But everything is so wrong. Everyone's lying on the ground. Everyone's lying on the ground in pieces. Clearing is bathed in red. I don't understand. A stranger approaches me. The look in his face like he wants me ripped apart. I don't understand at all. But something else I don't know steps in front of me. It's torn apart in my place. I'm just a kid, so I don't really understand. A splash. Something warm hits my face. It's red, a red liquid like a tomato. A person that was torn apart, the person I called Mom, never called my name again. I really don't understand. But it's just so cruel. I wanted to cry. I felt like crying. Warm Christmas blurs my vision, seeping into my eyes. But it doesn't bother me at all. The lonely moon floats above me, bearing witness of the night sky. It is strange. Why didn't I read this until now? Such a cold, horrible nightmare. Yes, I didn't realize it. That tonight, the moon is so beautiful. Oh, that was interesting. Turn resume game, but start from the beginning. A prologue. Wow. I don't know, like I think I think the remake is gonna be a bit different than this one, so let's just like play it, you know. So let's see if we can see the differences and stuff. And I'm gonna use my regular voice for the main character, and you'll find out what his name is. When I came to, I was lying on the hospital bed. The curtain on the nearby window sways gently. It's a beautiful day outside, and a dry wind signals the end of summer. Hello, Tonoshiki. Congratulations on your recovery. The unfamiliar old man extends his hand for a handshake. His square-rimmed glasses and warm smile are befitting. His tight-looking white clothes suit him perfectly, too. Can you understand what I'm saying, Shigi-kun? They put kun. Now I speak like a freaking weeb. No. Why am I in the hospital? You don't remember, do you? You were involved in a car accident while you were waking. Your chest was stabbed by a shard of glass, and it was unlikely that you survived. Very unbefitting of what a doctor would say, yet he says it while still smiling cheerfully. I said cheerly, for some freaking reason. Sure, what the hell cheerly comes from? Terrible. I feel terrible. I'm tired. Can I go to sleep? Yes. You should rest. You must focus on recuperating and not push yourself. Doctor is still smiling. To be honest, I can't stand that smile anymore. Can I ask you something, Doctor? What's a Shigi-kun? Were all those scars all over your body? On the walls. The smile vanishes in a brief moment, then returns to his face. Immediately, he turns and walks away. It seems there was some brain damage after all. Get a hold of Dr. Aisha. And a neurology? I don't know, freaking what the hell is a neurology? Maybe you know then. I'd like to know. I can Google it later, I guess. I also suspect he may have suffered some damage to his eyes. Spend the afternoon examining his eyes. The doctor whispers to the nurse so that I won't hear him. Weird. There are scribbles all over everyone's bodies. The sloppy zigzag black lines running all over the floors, walls, and the ceiling. I don't understand what they mean, but looking at them makes me feel sick. If you know anything about Fate and the Natsuverse, you know what these are. If you don't, then I won't spoil them because it's interesting, right? I wonder what it is. The bed, too, is covered in these scribbling lines. When I touch the line with my finger, my fingertip sinks down into the crack. Oh, it seems as if I can reach further down with something narrower. So I traced the line with a fruit knife that was lying on the bedside table. I didn't use my strength at all, yet the knife sinks into the bed. All by the way, held. Okay, let's see what's on here. When I touched the line with my finger, okay, yeah, because I don't know, I kind of forget the second I read. I didn't use my strength at all, yet the knife sinks into the bed, all the way up to the hilt. It was fun, so I dragged the knife along the scribbly lines. Thud. Yeah, I'm gonna use sound effects when they say it. With a heavy sound, the bed snaps cleanly in two. Yeah. The girl in the bed next to me screams. The nurse runs over and takes the wife away from me. Oh, did you break the bed, Shigi-kun? Curiosity persists how I did it. I traced along the line and broke it. You broke. Okay, I traced the line and broke it. That's Just why is the hospital filled of cracks? You better stop with that, Shiki-kun. There's no such cracks like that anywhere. Now tell me, how did you break the bed? You can tell me, I promise I won't get mad. All they was treated the line with a knife. I see. We will continue this conversation tomorrow. The doctor leaves. In the end, not a single person believed my story. As long as I run the knife through the screws, I can clearly cut anything. I don't have to put any force into it. It's easy as cutting paper with scissors. The bed, the chair, the desk, the walls, the floor. I've never tried, but probably no, even people. But it seems no one else can see these lines. The black lines only I can see. And the other Shiki. The other Shiki can also see it. I don't know much about the other Shiki, so yeah. Wait, that should be. Alright, give me a second. Okay, I'm back. No, I just got my charger and stuff. I didn't want to put like noise and blah blah. I know, cause my laptop was losing power and energy. So now let's continue. Wait, let me check. Yeah, recording. Yeah, okay, I am recording. Yeah, okay. Okay, now let's. Okay, but it seems that no one else can see these lines. The black lines only I can see. Despite being a kid, I gradually began to understand what the lines were. They were probably like stitches. They were like stitches that hold an open wound together, like after a surgery. I think they were like weak spots. After all, there's no way I can scratch such a thing with a child's strength alone. Yeah, I didn't know until now that the world's covered with these lines. These breaking lines that bind everything together. No one else can see them. That is why they are just fine. But I can see them. I'm scared. I'm so scared I can't even talk. It's as if I am the only one who went crazy. Maybe that's why. Even after 2 weeks, no one believes my story. Even after 2 weeks, no one has come to see me. Even after 2 weeks, I continue to live alone in the world surrounded by black stitches. I need to get out. I don't want to be in this room anymore. I don't want to stay in a place covered in stitches. That's why I decided to escape, run away to somewhere where no one else would be. But the wound on my chest still hurts. I didn't get far away. That was when I noticed. I'm standing in a grassy field just outside of town. I really didn't get far at all. My chest hurts, and I feel so sad. I collapse to my knees and cough. There's no one here. Drawing in this ocean of green at the end of summer, I feel like I'm about to disappear. Yeah, I'm changing his voice to a child, because yeah, I'll use my regular voice later when he's like a teenager and stuff. But before that, hey you! It's dangerous to sit down in a place like that. I hear a woman's voice from behind me. Huh? What do you mean, huh? You're already a runt, so I can't see you if you're sitting in the grass. I was this close to kicking you, so watch out. She points at me grumpily. I'll get a little angry. I get a little angry. After all, I see in the fourth row from the front, so I don't think I am that short. Kicked? By who? Isn't obvious, stupid? You and I are only ones here, so who else could be but me? She declares this confidently as she folds her arms. and she folded her arms. Well, I suppose it must be fate that we met here. So do you want to talk for a while? My name is Azuki Ayoko. Ayoko. I think Ayoko. Azuki Ayoko. If I mispronounce that, I'm sorry, because that is not, those syllables are not common Japanese names I've seen, so don't kill me. What's yours? She extends her hand to me with the kind and cheerfulness one would show an old friend. I see no reason to refuse, so I'll tell her my name is Tonoshiki. And her grasp her cool in return. Talking to her was a lot of fun. She didn't ignore what I said just because I was a kid. Instead, she listened. She listened to what I had to say, like a friend. We talked about many things. About my family, and how was it that it was an old respected family with very strict traditional rules. And my equally strict father. About my little sister Aika. Quiet Aika who always followed me around. About our big mansion and our vast gardens. How Aika and I will play together with our friends. I told her about many things. About almost fiercely. Oh, it's almost time already. Sorry, Shiki. I got some business to take care of. So let's stop here. She gets up and leaves. My chest tightens as I feel thinking that I'll be alone again. See you tomorrow. I'll be waiting for you here, okay? You should go back to your room and listen to your doctor. Oh, she speaks up with such ease. In such a natural way, she makes her way off. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we should be able to talk like we did today. I'm happy. It was the first time I truly felt something nice since I awoke from the accident. Since that day, going to the grassy field in the afternoons became part of my daily routine. She would get angry when I called her Ayoko. For some reason, it seemed like she hated her own name. After distinct some thought, I decided she seemed like a very distinct person, so I came to call her Sensei. Sensei would seriously listen to what I have to say. That would always dispel my anxieties with a single word without fail. I was all depressed from the accident, but slowly, thanks to Sensei, I began to return to my former self. Even those scary black scribbles didn't seem quite scary anymore when talking to Sensei. I didn't know who she was or where she was from. Perhaps she was a teacher. But I don't care. It doesn't matter at all. Because it was fun being with Sensei. That alone was all that matters. And that alone is more than enough. You know, I've put the... Hey Sensei, look what can I do? I wanted to surprise her one day, so I used the fruit I brought from the hospital and I cut down the tree in the field. Like before, I ran through and cut it across the base. Amazing, isn't it? Anything as long so... I can cut anything with ease, as long as it's somewhere I can see the scribbles. No one else can do this, right? Shiki! She slaps me across the face. Sensei? What did you just... was extremely thoughtless. Wait, what you just did was extremely thoughtless. This gives me a hard, piercing glare. I don't know why, but I realize that there's something I think I should have done. Since a severe expression in the pain from my cheek where she slapped me, I felt very, very sad. I'm sorry. For I knew I was crying. Shiki. Then a gentle, warm feeling envelops me. Envelopes me. There's no need to apologize. Surely this is something I should be angry for, but it's definitely not your fault. Sensei squats down and hugs me. But you know, if someone doesn't tell you otherwise, one day you're going to make a mistake you can never take back. That's why I won't apologize. You can hate me all you want. You can feel that way. No, I won't hate you, Sensei. No, I won't hate you, Sensei. Really? I'm glad that you feel that way. I guess it was fate that two of us meet like this. Since Sensei began to ask about the scrolls I could see, I told her about the lines, the black jagged lines somehow only I can see. Sensei embraced tightened. Shiki, what are you seeing is something that should never been seen by anyone or anything. Everything has a point where they're easily broken, are most easily broken. We who break down one day are imperfect for this reason. Your eyes have the ability to see fate of all things. To put it another way, you can see the future. See the future? That's right. You can see death. You don't need to know any more than that. Someday you happen to go the path, the principles will become clear. To you, something that is needed. Sensei? I really don't understand. That's good. It's important that you don't understand now. All I want you to know that you must never cut these lines on a whim or a joke, understand? If you do so, your eyes will begin to take the lives of others too lightly. That is what is the most worst thing that can possibly happen. Okay, I won't do anything if you say so, Sensei. Besides, it kind of hurts my chest. I'm sorry, Sensei. I'll never do it again. Good for you, Shiki. Never forget the feelings that you have experienced here today. If you stay that way, I'm sure you'll find happiness. Sensei finally lets go of me. But Sensei, I see those lines and get worried. They'll be cut as soon as I trace them right. Then shouldn't it be weird for my friend to come apart any time? You're right. I'll be able to help you with it. At least it seems as if that's the reason why I'm here. Sensei sighs, then favors me with a warm smile. Shiki, I'll give you a very special present tomorrow. I'll give you your old life back, the one you were living before your accident. The next day, exactly the 7th day after I met Sensei, she arrives in the grassy field, carrying a large trunk in one hand. Here, if you put these on, these strange scribbles won't be visible anymore. What she gave me was a pair of glasses, but my eyes are fine. Just put them on. The lenses don't have any magnification or anything. And she forces them on me. No, that very thought, like, she just, like, freaking, like, shoves it, like, finish freaking on. Funny thing is, I actually wear glasses, so, I don't know, like, just to see far, so, I don't know. Fucking lucky bastard that doesn't need glasses. He needs to get a punching, beating, but he could kill me, so, probably not. Suddenly, whoa. Incredible! This is amazing, Sensei. I can't see the scribbles anymore, not at all. Of course. I have quite a time stealing Mystic Eye Killer from my older sister to make this a Zokai Oyoko masterpiece. So treat them well. Treat them well, or there will be hell to pay. Got it? Yep. I'll take good care of them. You're incredible, Sensei. You made all those horrible thin lines just like that? It's like magic. Of course, I'm a sorceress after all. Giving me a proud Sensei puts her trunk on the ground. But know this, Shiki. Those lines haven't disappeared. It's just that you can't see them. Once you take the glasses off, you'll be able to see them again. Really? Yes. That is the only thing that cannot be fixed. Your only choice is to keep living your life and do your best with the eyes you have now. No, I don't want these scary eyes. He says, oh, I break my promise to you. Oh, you mean you'll never cut the lines again? Silly, you can break that promise wherever you like. Really? But you said it was something I shouldn't do. Yes, it is. But that is your gift, Shiki. It is yours to use your gift as you see fit. No one else but you have the right to judge you. But that doesn't make really sense. I guess. I don't know. She means it like you only you can decide your fate. Then I guess what she means, but her philosophy is weird, I guess. But out of all the abilities one can have, yours is terribly unique. If you have such a power, that means there is a meaning behind you having it. God does not give powers for no reason. You might say that you were given the mystic eyes of depth perception, because one day at a time will come when you need them. Yeah, that's the ability. Yeah, I didn't want to spoil it. It's like eyes of mystic eyes of depth perception. Yeah. That's why you must not live in denial of their existence. Since Sensei squats down, so our eyes will be a level. You know, for the art's like outdated, but it's still looks good. It's pretty good. So when we get the freaking remake, it's going to be a baller. It's going to look amazing. So I think most visual novels have stagnated art style, because how can you top that? It's like so freaking amazing. It looks nearly like almost like anime, but a bit more artsy. If you don't mean, you can like look up the CGs and stuff of Tsukihime. But you know, that's why you must never forget. You are a very kind and honest person, Shiki. As long as you remain that way, you are now, your eyes will never bring forth any wrong. However, I'm not telling you to become a saint. All I'm saying is to live true to yourself and become a man in a manner that you think is right. Since you can accept your mistakes and are able to apologize, I know in 10 years you'll become a great man. That being said, Sensei stands and reaches for her trunk. Oh, but I must say this unless it's exceptional circumstances, so you shouldn't take the you shouldn't take the glasses off. Special powers attract other special powers. Only when you decide there's no other way, you should take off those glasses, and then be mindful on how you should use your power. Power itself is not evil. When evil rests solely in the hearts of ones wielding such power. Be it good for or evil. It'll be up to you for the choices you make. She picks up her trunk. Sensei doesn't say anything more than that, but deep down I know we'll have to part. It's impossible, Sensei. I can't do it. I don't understand just by myself. Truth is, I was afraid before I met you. Only able to return being me because I can't do it. Don't say such things, Shiki. If you tell such lies that even yourself can't believe, you only make whoever hears you sad. Sensei raises her eyebrows in displeasure and pokes my forehead. You know yourself, don't you? You're all right. You're all right now. So don't say stupid things and give up on the self that you already found. Only you can choose to be you, and no one else can do it for you. Sensei turns around. With this is goodbye. Listen, Shiki, life is not easy. Everyone life's hard. Long, rocky road, filled with many pitfalls. You have more power than anyone else to do something about that. So pull yourself together. Sensei's leaving. I was sad. Friend, I have to see her out properly. Yes. Goodbye, Sensei. Well then, that's right, Shiki. Hold on to that confidence and always live true to yourself. When you find yourself in trouble, calm down and think things through carefully. Okay? A solution will always be present itself if you do. It'll be alright. You will manage even on your own. Sensei laughs happily. The wind blows. The field grass sways in unison. Sensei was already gone. Goodbye, Sensei. After saying that, I really felt like I would not see her again. All that remained were her many words of these mysterious glasses. It was only 7 days, but she taught me more valuable than anything else. And I stand there by myself. I felt tears well my eyes. Man, I was such a fool. I could only say goodbye. I couldn't say a single word of thanks to her. I left the hospital soon after that. Afterwards, I didn't return to the Tono household, but taken to live with my relatives instead. But it's alright. Tonoshiki will be fine, even by himself. I'll spend a new life with my new family. And like that, Tonoshiki's 9th summer ended. Oh, he's 9 years old? Huh. I always forget like how old is one of the accent. I keep forgetting. The new autumn arrived, and I think I'll become more of an adult. Inversion Impulse. Day 1, October 22nd, Thursday. So, well, it's not October now. Or like New Year. Autumn. The last traces of summer are disappearing. Disappearing today. A Thursday, halfway through October. This is the day when I, Tonoshiki, returned home. It's been 8 years since I left. Shiki, hurry up. You're going to be late for school. I hear Kayoko-san's voice floating from the kitchen. Okay, I'm leaving. I'll call back. I placed my hands together in the room. That was mine at Arima up to now. I'm going. Thanks for letting me live with you all these last 8 years. Clap, clap. I hold my hands together in prayer. Then grabbing my only bag, I leave the room that has become so familiar. I walk through the entrance up to the Arima's house, then turn faces. Shiki! Kayoko-san, who has come to the door to see me off and calls my name somberly. See you later. Take care, Mom. A strange thing to say. I won't be coming back. Never again. Will I pass through this door as a member of the Arima family. Thanks for looking after me. Please give my regards to Father too. He simply nods. 8 years, the eyes of the person who's been my mother look so sad. I don't think I've ever seen her like that before. I'm sure it'll be hard for you at the Tona house. Please watch yourself. Your body's weak. You mustn't overdo it. I'll be okay. After 8 years, I'm just as healthy as anyone else. I'm just a lot tougher than I look. I suppose you're right. But the Tonos are different from everyone else. I'm worried they'll be too much for you. I know what Kyoko means. My home from the 4th will be a mansion, an uncommon sight in this day and age. Wait, is a mansion really like uncommon in Japan? I don't know. This is like early 2000s, so I have no idea. Cause it's not uncommon in America, so I don't know. Actually, the things I've seen is like mostly like upper middle class stuff. So I don't know. Because I remember my relatives live in upper middle class neighborhood. Not only is the house amazing, but the family itself is highly respected. It's said they hold a significant investments in many corporations. To top things off, it's my true home. The Arimas has only been looking after me, but it's already been decided. But it's already decided. Yeah, it's something that was decided already. Alright, I'm heading off then. Thanks for taking care of me. I repeat those words one last time, then turn back on my household I've grown to so accustomed over these years, past 8 years. I leave the Arimas and start walking to school with a heavy heart. 8 years ago, I recovered from a serious injury that normally would have meant death. Then I was entrusted to the Armos, a family branching off from the Tono family. I lived with my real parents at the Tono mansion up to I was 9. Then I lived with the Armos 8 years until now, my second year of high school. I lived a normal life as an adopted son. From that time, I met Sensei. Those special circumstances told me about how a sheep part never happened. The glasses hit the lines from me as long as I wear them. The life tone chic was a peaceful one. It matured along gently until a few days ago. The day when the head of Tono word sent to me. Returned to the Tono mansion. The very family until now has shunned me. I sigh again. To be perfectly honest, even before the accident, I've never gone along with the Tono household. Maybe as a kid, I never liked the formality demanded by the family. Perhaps that's why I never said nothing when the old man told me I was going to live with the Arimas. I think it turned out well. I got along with my adopted parents, Kayoko-san and Fumo-san, as if they were my real parents. I live a normal life in my loving family of the Arimas, like a real son, just like I have always wished. I don't regret living there. Except for one thing. My little sister, you're younger than me, remained behind the Tonos. I bet she hates me now. It won't be natural. She had to live with that mansion all by herself under the constant supervision of that hard-headed old man. I could easily imagine what I got thought of me, the one who escaped. I let another sigh. I can't help it. What will happen? What will happen? Today after school I will turn to my true home. Lord knows what will occur. But now I've got more pressing problems. My watch shows 7:45. Homeroom starts at 8 o'clock, sharp as anyone else isn't in class by 8 is marked as late. Clutching my bag, I start spreading towards school. I managed to make the school in less than 10 minutes. I entered from the back gate, accomplishing a feat that will bring the track scouts running if they knew. I come to think it, today is also the last day I'll come through the back gate. Arma and the Tono household are on opposite sides of the school, with the Armas behind while the Tonos is in front. I'll say I'll be coming through the front gate in the future. And I quite like the lonely atmosphere back there too. For some reason the back gate at our school isn't really popular. Only 10 people or so, myself included, actually use it. It's quiet and pretty devoid of people day or night. Clang, clink, clink, clang. Like I said, pretty quiet. The sound of hammering mixture reaches my ears. Hammering, huh? Clang, clink, clong. A half rhythmical ringing comes from one corner of the courtyard. What is that? Horn begins in less than 10 minutes. Time to stop and find out, but I'm pretty curious. Right now, okay, there's only a few minutes. Oh, yeah. I think I remember I have to press it for 2 routes. The source of the noise begins so apparent as I walk towards the courtyard. A female student is crouching in the middle of the tree path, working with a hammer and nails. What is she doing? There's only a few minutes left of the homeroom. Maybe she doesn't have a watch? At the moment, the best thing I can come up with is to know that just to know her is to be somewhat cruel. I approach her unhurriedly, trying not to surprise her, and speak. Hey, homeroom is starting soon. Huh? The swing girl raises her face. The ribbon on her uniform displays the color of a 3rd year. Oh yeah, I think her uniform is like different in the new one, so it's kind of interesting. The older student looks at me while holding her hammer. Her gaze through the glass is so direct I feel like I'm being pulled in. Her serious eyes made me want to apologize for bothering her. The split she was facing is wrong beyond use. Come to think of it, our school's rear courtyard is in terrible state of disrepair. The splits are neglected and the flower bells are untended. The teachers intended for the students to conduct a big clean at the end of the year, so the maintenance men have done nothing since summer. I take in the situation with a single glance. The girl with a hammer with broken down splints, paying no mind to the fact that her tidy uniform is being dirtied. She has sweat on her brow and looks like she has been swinging her hammer in almost a serious matter. But as far as I know, there is no one in charge of repairing public property at this school. What is it? The older student asked, adjusting her crooked eyeglasses. Oh, it's nothing. I was just wondering what you're doing. You can see I'm in the middle of fixing the splits. Yeah, I can see that. That's not what I meant. I was wondering why you're doing something like this. Won't the main people take care of it anyways? The older student laughs to hide her embarrassment. I'm kind of a person who can't stand seeing a mess like this. I just can't leave them alone. It seems though she's repairing this bin because she couldn't let them stay that way. One odd senpai. Oh my gosh, I really sound like a freaking weeb, though I am a weeb, but you know. That is why you're fixing it on your own. If you don't like it, the mess, why don't you just not avoid coming here? Well, my classroom is over there. Senpai points at the second floor facing the courtyard. My seat is next to the window, and it's so easy for me to see the courtyard. My seat is next to the window, so it's easy to see for me. The courtyard, well, usually I bear with it, but when I took my seat today, I was surprised to see all the splints in the air were broken. Senpai faces Cloud as to say, isn't that terrible? Apparently she was accepting, though she doesn't look seriously angry. You know what they say, strike it while the iron's hot, and all. I borrowed the tools from the office and decided to fix it myself. And so the explanation ends. Making a bow, Senpai returns marrying the nails. Alright, I understand, but leave it here for now. Homer's about less than 5 minutes, and once school get around fixing it pretty soon. No way! Gripping her hammer, Senpai glasses shakes her head fiercely. Well, that's an image that I don't regret having, because it looks freaking adorable in my imagination. I won't be able to concentrate with a garden like this, even when I go to class. It would just sound like nonsense to me when the teacher would say, "Hey you, while you're staring, I'll get yelled out for sure." Senpai continues to grip the hammer while she emphasizes her point. Well, I suppose the teacher would get upset if you keep looking outside. He would, wouldn't he? That's why I have to do it now. With that, Senpai begins her repairs once again, clumsily hammering away. She's obviously not used to using hammer. Clank clank rings the hammer and hits the wood. By the looks of it, there isn't 1 or 2 broken splits. Can't begin guessing how long it'll take to repair all of them on her own. Bell begins to ring. Looks like the first person started. I'll give up. Consider things at this point. The splits. Once I began to help, I quickly realized mending them isn't that difficult after all. Although the older student isn't used to making repairs, she's quite skillful anyways. She has already gotten to the hang of it. Work is proceeding at a brisk pace. Spy's movements are quicker and sharp. I enjoy watching her. She's really quite clever. Before I knew it, there's only 1 split left to repair. 30 minutes have passed. I can't stay here any longer. And one more for Senpai. I'll be going. My pants also stands and begins to stare at me. Huh? Kinda thinking, just who is she? I haven't given any thought because of what I was doing, but when I realized she's quite beautiful. Someone this good looking will be known by every male student. I'll be talking about a third-year beauty. I have to go. Senpai. She gives me being nod. Even though she's older than me, it's almost like dealing with someone younger. Thank you for helping me. I'm glad you did. She makes a quick bow. Share the hello and front lunch, and don't forget, she hands Tonin-kun. You too, Senpai. And leave. Wait, huh? Haven't met you before, Senpai. Puts on the pressed face. Tonin-kun, you have forgotten about me? Forgotten? No, I don't think so. As if I ever met a beautiful one like her, there's no way I'll forget. She looks at me reproachfully. Those eyes, I'm sure I never been somewhere, don't I? I don't think we are sharing greens once or twice before, haven't we? Ciel Senpai, isn't it? Apprehensively, I suggest her name. Yes, I'm glad you remember. You seem to be the type to space out and forget Tono-kun. I don't think I spaced out close enough. I can do about the face I forgot. See you later then. Sorry for keeping you. Ciel Senpai bows again. I'll watch her go and straight walk towards school building. That was very weird. Very weird. Interesting. When I reached my class, it was ready to break after the first period. I stepped into the room, everyone's busy talking, but this is very background, so I can sneak there without drawing any attention. And by saying that, that is so cliche that you know what comes next. And then when my attention is taken in the second period, everyone will probably say, "Hey, when did Tomo get here?" It's a strange quirk, and otherwise dull class. But I guess that plan won't work. But I guess that plan won't work this time. Oh, yo, Trunch boy. It's totally unlike you to be late. Sigh. Feels like reality is being hammered back into me after all the pleasant times spent with Senpai. What's with that sour face of yours? Being late is when I actually on time. What do you think you're doing? Hey, listen, I'm not coming to school for your sake, you know. What? But I'm coming for school for your sake. That is so unfair. Words fail me. I wonder, like I have many times before, how I ended knowing this guy. His hair dyed orange, his ears are pierced. His vicious glare that screams he will pick a fight with anyone anytime, and wearing his rebellious clothes. They don't really look rebellious. I don't know. America, different fashion sense, I guess. Inoue Ariko. Inoue Ariko is only free spirit outlaw in our university-oriented high school. We've been bitter enemies since middle school, right? Okay. That's a better voice. If you make a carefree face like that in front of your rival, you better be prepared for trouble. In any case, Ariko is a loud guy. Yo, morning Tono. Before I knew it, everyone in the class is looking my way and greeting me. Shut up, Ariko. You're running my chances to live in class unnoticed. And why am I your rival anyway? I am your rival anyways. There's plenty of other tough guys around, so stop bothering me. Well, he still owes me to 10,000 yen for middle school, so I guess that makes him my enemy? Why are you only mean to me, Tono? You're like a saint to everyone else. It's not fair. What? You just figured that out? Well, sounds like me and my friends. Life is not fair. You really are only mean to me. I didn't try pretty hard to be cold to Argo. That's just the kind of relationship we have. So like real friends, cause I don't know, all my friends are like that. By the way, Arkham. What's a current late night owl who never shows up until now, until second period doing here in homeroom? It's a little no, very odd. I was thinking that too. I'll guess being at school one time isn't just for when I happen to wake up early. Well, I won't comment on your hobbies, but when I'm asking why you woke up early, why I woke up early? Why I woke up early? I guess it's because I can't stay out late since all the fuss started. So I actually go to sleep at night now. You heard the stories about those serial killings, haven't you? Serial killings? I see. The other thing, I did hear something like that. I feel a tinge of regret at needing Argo to remind me. For the past 2 or 3 days, I've been debating whether to not turn to Tone Household, so I kind of lost touch with the news. But what's that again? They're giving really nasty names, like serial killings or something. There's more to it. So far, all the victims have been young girls. Of course they have. Young and fresh. Okay. Young girls. The 8th victim was only 2 days ago. And to top it off, they're all... Wait, what happened to them again? Argo tilts his head in contemplation? Yes, this entire series is me trying to pronounce words. Isn't that wonderful? I am an idiot for asking him. Yeah, I remember now. All the victims have cross-shaped slashes on their throats. No, fire breath. No, Inu-kun. Everyone who's killed lost a lot of blood. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was it. They said it was some kind of modern-day vampire or something. Oh, it was Sachan? I think that was her name. Sachin? I don't know. And I think her route was like freaking cut in this game. Oh, the new one she'll have a route. I don't know, I never liked her character, so I don't know how I feel about that, but more routes, more fun. More gaming. You know a lot about this. Umizaka-san. Not really. It just happens in this town, so it's in the news. You remember if you did not want to. I see. I thought it was happening near a town, but I guess it moved down there. Here. Oh, wait. There or here? Okay. Oh, okay. Here. Well, anyways, that's what happened. Even I won't be going down the street at night with a killer walking around. That's why I've been waking up at 7 lately. And now that I've mentioned it in a freaking visual novel, you know we are going to stop the freaking killer. I don't know, this has like been my first. This was my first visual novel I played, so it's kind of nostalgic playing it again. By most nostalgic, I mean like I played it 3 years ago, so. What? That's it? Having good reading doesn't make a good story. Where's the fun in that? I sit down dealing with Ariko. Man, you're cold. What did you collapse from a meal already from this morning? I'm alright, thanks for asking. If I was a medic, 24 hours a day, I'll be dead by now. Yeah, you're right. If you say you... Okay, I'm back. I know, like someone gave me something. And that's it. Okay. Okay, let's see. Where was I? Yeah, you're right. If you say you're okay, then I guess you're okay. The bell rings while we're talking. Hey, class is about to begin. Hurry up and get back to your seat. Yeah, all right. Oh, by the way, we're having lunch and catch here instead of on the roof. I invited a special guest, so look forward to it. With a scheming laugh, Arco returns to his seat. See you later, Tan-kun. Yeah. Sorry, keeping you, Misaka-san. Her light footsteps across the floor as she returns to her desk. But, still a mystery why she joined our conversation. It's our classmate. Yeah. Yeah, there was like a freaking plot line that was never fulfilled because of her route got cut. It's lunchtime. Now, where should I eat lunch? Class cafeteria. Okay. Okay, it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter which one I pick because of the route. Let's do it in the cafeteria, I guess. The cafeteria is packed as usual. A long line of people waiting for their orders has developed. Casting a glance at the students holding their meal tickets, I sit down at Ariko's table. So Ariko, who is this special guest? Oh, that's odd. We arranged to meet here in the cafeteria. Hold on. I'll go back to check things out. Ariko runs off, leaving his curry udon. Kara udon is my choice. I hope he returns before the noodles go stale. It's no good. Looks like senpai went somewhere. You guys is a senpai? Yeah, she's a really cool girl. I've been hitting on her for the last few days. And I finally got her to eat lunch together. She has someone she wants to thank today. So she's running around school looking for wherever it is. It seems like she's a busy person. Yeah, she's a kind of one of those penny racers. When look at Arco splits his chopsticks. Guess it can't be helped. Anyhow, Ikamatsu. Yeah, Ikamatsu began to slip out our udon. Just what the heck are penny racers anyways? So what was the real reason? You're the sort of person who comes to school or just cause he got... Okay, let's see. What do you mean? The reason why you were early this morning. You aren't the sort of person who comes to school or just because he gets up early, Ariko-kun. I questioned Ariko as I sat next to him, eating my shiraka udon. Ariko gives an uncommitted response and he slurped at his soup. Are you going back to your real house today, Tono? Yeah, I am. Wait. Have I told you about that already? Nah, I just heard about it from the teacher. Ariko continues to whoop down on his curry udon with a glancing in my direction. I thought maybe Tono will get depressed, so I decided to check it out. I see. And your verdict? Pretty disappointing. It wasn't worth getting up early for. You really had that much time, Ariko. I conclude as I bite into the white rice cake, into my shiraka udon. That's the kind of person Ariko is. Today is the day I return to the house of my real family. Return from the home of my adopted family who raised me. Arco must have heard about it somewhere. Came to school early because he was worried about me. Arco, I think your appearance does you a disservice. You're really sentimental underneath. If it's always me, naturally Tono tell me that, then maybe I'm a real thing. Argo slurps noisily at his noodles. So man, what's really going on? What do you mean? You've been living in Arma since primary school, right? It's been 8 years already. Your dad has basically deserted you. Is he suddenly coming back now? He didn't desert me. He just kicked me out of the house somehow. Don't look good. If there was ever a family that kicked out their kid out of their house somehow, that's not a tragedy, it's a calamity. But it's so boring, it's not even funny. Arco spreads his arms and shrugs. Refusing to be serious ever is one Arco easy to understand traits. Yeah, I guess you're right. You get kicked out of your house. Life is all you really can do. No, I thought her so. And then he said some cliche line like, never step foot in this house again, or something like that, right? That's what people will call deserters. Come to think, I never heard why you were ever deserted. Who knows? That's something I'd like to know too. Well, if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. Grabbing both his hands, Arco drained was left of his hot curry soup. My time is short. Arco, I decided, let me finish my shirika udon. Class of the day ends. I don't feel going to the mansion right away, so I just blankly stared no grounds. The classroom is dying orange by sunset. It's like a red color paint hurts my eyes. I don't like it, the red. I want to throw up. It seems I'm weak against things of his own blood. No, I should say I'm weak against anything against blood itself. 8 years ago, I had a near-death experience. I was in an accident where I was injured in the chest, and I was tethered between life and death for 8 days. I should have died instantly. But miraculously, I survived. Maybe it's because of the great medical treatment. I heard my family talking about it. Because of the great medical treatment. However, the injuries were so severe that I don't even remember the accident. 8 years ago, when I was a child, I felt a thud pass right through the middle of my chest, and I passed out. When I woke up, I was in a hospital bed. All I could remember afterwards was the pain and cold. I don't remember the accident, but today the scar on my chest remains. I guess numerous fragments of the glass pierced my chest, leaving burned like scars through my back. Actually, I was quite surprised at being saved, ever since I was freaking collapsed from a meeting like dizziness, and caused a lot of trouble for others. Maybe that's why my old man believed I was unfit to be the heir of the Town household and trusted me to our relatives. The wound in my chest. A huge scar in the middle of the chest, hidden from the view of my uniform. Now I think about it, is after the accident was when I started to see those lines, able to forget them thanks to the glasses Sensei gave me. But I think I'll completely gone mad if I never met her. Kyoko-san, the person whose memory up to now, said when I left home wasn't normal. No problem. I'm not a normal person myself. I just in my coat glasses, I pick up my bag. Can't stay in the classroom forever. Now then. Get a hold of myself and head back to the mansion. I'll walk a different path than the one I usually take. Passing through the unfair streets, I slowly first Tolan Mansion. The surroundings are not completely unfamiliar. After all I have lived until now was when I was 9 years ago. This is not the first time I've taken the path to the mansion. My feelings are a little complex. The path home is nostalgic yet fresh. And until now, I look forward to returning to the Tono household. Doesn't seem too bad. The household I lived until now 9 years. Right now, it's an un-Japanese Western style mansion. Tono Makasa, my old man who hated me. Wait, okay. He's a little complex. Turn the Tono household now doesn't seem that bad. Okay. Now I live until now 9 years. Right now my sister Aika is in the utterly un-Japanese Western style mansion. Tono Makasa, my old man who hated me, and the master of the Tono household died a few days ago. My mother died from illness after Aika was born, so the Tonos had dwindled down to me and my sister. Being the eldest son, you would think that I would stand to become the Tono heir, but I have no such privilege. Becoming Tono heir means being bound by strict upbringing. I have lost count many times my father has scolded me for my dislike of being able to live freely. That's when I got involved in an accident. My body became weakened. My father saw it as a good opportunity to get rid of me. His dream was something along the line. Someone who could die at a moment could not become the heir, even if he is the eldest son. Sadly for my father, I betrayed his expectation by making a recovery, but my sister Aika was redeemed to be the heir of the Tono household. And so I heard Aika was already being raised harshly, in order to become a proper daughter of the Tono household, received even a harsher upbringing since then. That was long ago. I played together with Aika in the mansion, back before the accident. After that, I never saw her again. I got going to give her a soothing voice. The life in the mansion I abandoned 8 years ago. Those 8 years were long, and the memories of that time have largely faded. But in spite of that, there's one thing even now that continues to burn strongly in my heart. That is... yeah, we're doing the first route, so... that's what Aika. Parrot Aika tried to visit me a few times when I was first entrusted to the Arimas. Unfortunately, we were never able to meet because I had to go to the hospital every day. We completely lost contact after Aika went to boarding school. On the Aika, I'm isolated from the main family. That's why I can live freely like this. My high school is just an average high school, where our chance of contact was pretty much zero. My old man died, and I received word telling me to come back. To be blunt, I had no intention whatever returning to the Tono house. But Aika isn't at that house. When we were children, Aika wasn't being a child, always looking frightened, as she was constantly doing something. She looks pretty cute. She would always follow close behind her footsteps, pattering behind me. She was frail, as her long black hair, fancy Western clothes made her resemble a French doll. You know, basically, not a doll, but French, yeah, clothing. I worried about her, living all alone in a big mansion with the old man gone. But more than anything, I feel guilty after pushing all the Tono family responsibilities on her, selfishly living a free life by myself. Perhaps my steps to return to the mansion is like my apology to Aika. The Tono mansion is unnecessarily big. Surrounding the iron railings, you can see the entire lot is enormously expansive, being so large that the whole elementary school could fit inside. The gardens surround the trees is more like a forest. The mansion at the heart of that forest are a few other buildings separated from it. I didn't think anything of it when I was a child, but now I have lived in an ordinary house for 8 years. The excessive size feels like almost criminal. The gates aren't locked. I'll push them open and head towards the mansion doors. They tower oppressively, bearing down any visitors. I was like, no, it's like they use like real pictures They don't draw them like Fate. I think Fate actually kind of draws them. Yeah, basically, I think they draw like the backgrounds. It's like, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I think it's like an old-fashioned visual novel. Besides, the dull iron doors is an unmatching doorbell. All right. Shaking off my nervously, I press it. There isn't any affection ding-dong crying from the door, but I process I continued for a few seconds, then the sound of pattering footsteps behind the door indicates someone's presence. We have been waiting for you. The door opens with a creak. Side laid lobby. I remember a young girl in an apron. Thank goodness. You're so late. I was beginning to worry that you had gone lost. I was thinking about going to meet you if you had arrived by sunset. The girl in the anachronistic apron smells warmly. I know that one. I'm taken so aback by her outdated mode of dress that I can't even form a proper sentence. Perhaps I'm trading my hesitant distrust. The girl tilts her head a little. You're Shiki-sama, aren't you? Yeah, but you don't have to call me Sama. You alright? Please don't scare me like that. Think I made a noise back there. The girl manners are like those a mother scolding her child. But in spite of that, there's a smile on her face and doesn't break the warm feeling about her. She wears an apron over a kimono. She comes out of the great guest and dressed someone like me with Sama. That must mean she's you're the maid here by any chance. Your answer my question with nothing but a smile. Come, you must be tired. Please do come in. Ayaka-sama is waiting for you in the sitting room. The girl quickly crosses the lobby and heads toward the sitting room. Turning back as she remembered something and she makes a bow, full smile on her face. Welcome home, Shiki-sama. Her greeting is accompanied by her flower-like smile. I can't think any reply, so I'll follow her hesitantly. Okay, we're almost to the final part. Guided by the girl, I head to the sitting room. As if I'd seen for the first time. I don't know if I've forgotten about it, but in the last 8 years, they have refurbished since then. Either way, it feels like something else by now, and it's unsettling. I'm looking around in the sitting room. The maid in the apron lowers her head in a quick bow. I brought Shiki-sama with me. Well done. You may return to the Kohaku. Thank you. It seems the maid's name is Kohaku. Gives a small bow. She says farewell and leaves the sitting room. Then leaves me and two girls I don't recognize. Aika and Darwin, yeah, what do you see? It's been a long time, Nii-sama. Nii-san. Says a girl with long black hair and sharp eyes. All my thought process stops at once. My mind goes blank and I cannot think of any words of greeting. Can there's none with it? Yeah. I don't think it can be helped. This is Aika. I have not seen in 8 years. It's not the Aika I remember. She's completely transformed into a proper young lady of noble family. And she's my fucking waifu. Nii-san? The black-haired girl tilts her head slightly. Pathetically. Says dumb-sounding things. My mind is turning somersaults as all I try to recognize the girl before me is Aika, but it seems like Aika really recognizes me as her brother. You do not look well. Would you like to rest before we talk? Aika throws a sharp glance in my direction. As if it's my imagination, she looks like she's in a bad mood. No, I'm alright. I was just surprised at how much you changed, Aika. People do change over time. In 8 years, Nii-san. We are at the same age of change, or do you think we remain as we were forever? What is this? I feel thorns in Aika's words. No, you definitely changed, Aika. You got more beautiful than before. This isn't flattery, it's just how I really feel. And, indeed, but you, on the other hand, have not changed at all. Aika answers coldly, her eyes closed. Well, I was prepared for something like this. As if I thought. It seems Aika does not think well of me. If you're feeling well, let's finish our conversation. You're yet to hear the details of why you were called back here, Nii-san. I heard nothing more than a son come back to the mansion, though I thought the old man passed away on the papers. If the head of major company dies, then make it on the financial papers. Word of Tono Mikasa reached his son. Word of Tono Mikasa that reached his son Tonoshige via newspaper after the funeral. Even his relatives haven't told him. This discerning son could pick up the news of his father's death merely oh gosh. By buying 100 yen newspaper. Yeah, after this I'm gonna drink a bunch of water. It might be cynical of me to say it, but the world has certainly become a convenient place. I'm sorry. It was my fault that you did not get the news about father. Aika quickly lowers her head. This is alright. Either way, it's not like he will be back for the dead if I went. It's not something you should be worried about. I'm sorry. If it's somewhat comforting here to you to say that. Aika's face is serious, but this is not a topic I care much about. A fear is a samurai for those who cannot go their feelings with this to achieve such detachment. For someone like me who cut such feeling a long time ago, there is no need. Calling you back here was my idea. It would be odd for the eldest son of Tono to be entrusted to the Armas forever. Now that father has passed away, the only Tonos by blood are you and I, Nii-sama. No, Nii-san. I don't know what father was thinking when he trusted you to the Armas, but he's no longer with us, so there's no longer any need for you to live with him. That is why I had you come back here. That's all well good, but I was quite surprised that you were able to get our relatives to agree to this. Wasn't it they come up with a deal leaving me with Armas in the first place? Okay, wasn't it they who come up with a deal leaving me with Armas in the first place? Okay. That may be so, but right now I'm the head of the Tono family. I decline every one of the proposals from our relatives. I would like you to continue living here, Nii-san, but this is a place with rules. You avoid living the overcharged lifestyle you have been leading up to now. I'm afraid that isn't going to happen, Aika. There's no way I can go back being some well-mannered gentleman now. No, not that I want to. I will not ask for any. I will not ask more of you, but do try. Or are you saying you're unable to do what I already have? Aika shoots me with a cold look. It feels like she's hitting me with her grudge against me for leaving her for the last 8 years. Alright, I get it. I'll try my best. Aika stares at me as she doesn't quite believe me. Okay, I think I'll be back for a quick second. Hello, okay, I'm back. I just fed my cat and stuff. You don't need to try as long as you get results. Her pose is dignified. Her words are merciless. Let's get back to the topic. Okay. Right now, you and I are the only one living here. I do not care for having too many people around, so I cleared everyone out. Hold on for a sec, Aika. You cleared everyone out. You wouldn't want to run into our relatives in the mansion.
You won't want to run in one of our relatives in the mansion with you, Nissan.
I have to put off most of the servants, but they are enough for you and I. But they're enough for you and I, so there's no problems. Wait, no problems? You're going to get attacked by our family meeting if you do something like that.
Oh, please be quiet. Rather than having the mansion overflowing with people, wouldn't you feel more relaxed just the two of us here?
Well, it's true that I'll feel relaxed, but
you just become that
Ayaka. If you go around abusing your powers like some kind of dick, our relatives are not going to keep quiet. Even the old man didn't go against their opinions.
Indeed. That's why Father entrusted you to the Arimas. I, on the other hand, have despised them ever since I was a child. I'm not going to put up with their whining any longer.
Not going to put up with. Look, Ayaka.
Enough. Just listen. You don't have to worry about me. Please just worry about your own life for now on, Nissan. I can see it going to be different for you. I can see it's going to be different for many ways.
I can say slowly looking away a little. Now then, if there's anything
you don't understand, ask her. Hiosui.
She looks at the girl standing by her side. The girl called Hiosui bows expressionlessly.
This is Hiosui. She will be your personal maid from now on. Is that acceptable with you?
Hold on, personal maid. You mean?
In other words, she's your servant.
Aika declares as if it was obvious. Or obvious. I can't believe it. Fitting with a Western style house, the girl in the maid outfit stands there, as if it was natural to do so. Hold on, I'm not a kid, you know. I don't need a servant. I can take care of myself.
Would that include cooking and the laundry?
I was pretty sure at pointing on these things out. That's me, he's freaking lazy. I kinda know what they're cooking. Kinda. Laundry. We'll forget it.
At any rate, now that you've returned to the house, you obey my directions. I don't know how you live at the Arma house, but you are living in the Tone house now. Please accept everything given to you.
I can't say anything, and I drift my eyes toward Hiosui. I accept. She simply looks back at me like a doll.
Well then, Hiosui, please show Nissan to his room. Yes, my lady.
Hiosui approaches with a shell like a presence.
I'll guide you to your room, Shiki-sama.
Hiosui heads towards the lobby. Sighing, I head toward the lobby as well. We enter the lobby. This mansion wings in the lobby in the middle. Okay, we enter the lobby. The mansion is split into the east and west wings with a lobby in the middle. The lobby is like it's a body of bird of wings, and the hall is standing diagonally to the east, and to the west. Each wing is the size of a small hospital. I remember this is constructed symmetrically, so both east and west have the same floor plan.
Your room is this way, Shiki-sama.
She climbs out of the flight of stairs. It seems like my room is on the second floor. Come to think of it, the servant's room should be on the first floor, the west. So probably where Hiosui and Quagga rooms are. Outside, the sun has already set. The girl in the main uniform walks toward down dimly lit hallway without a word. It kind of feels like a wonderland. Without thinking, I let my thoughts slip out.
Did you see something, Shiki-sama?
Hisui stops and looking at me. No, I was just talking to myself. Don't worry about it. After staring at me, Hisui bows and starts walking again. I guess this is what they call being lost for words. It looks like a freaking room. I don't know. The room Hisui let me is not one made for a mere high school student to live in. What, you want fucking porn in there? Is this my room?
Yes. If you're displeased with it, I can arrange a different one for you.
No, there's no way I can be displeased with it. It's just not really. It's too fancy for me.
Shiki-sama?
It's fine. I'll be glad to use this room.
Yes. This room has not been touched since 8 years ago, so I do not believe you'll find any satisfaction with it.
Something a little odd about what he just said that. But if she was implying this was once my room. Hey, is this by any chance my old room?
That's what I've been told. Am I mistaken?
He inclines her head to the side slightly. I feel relieved seeing this girl demonstrates emotion after all. Well, might be. Now you mention it. Other freely, so must be so. I can feel a sense of familiarity about this place at all, but I guess that's what, like, you leave a place for 8 years. I can't get settled here though. I was living in a 6-half room until morning. It's like I'm staying in some high-class hotel.
I understand how you feel, but please try to get used to it. From today onwards, you are the eldest son of the house, Shiki-sama.
You're right. I could do my best, at least look like it on the outside. With a thump, I drop my bag and stretch my back. I've been feeling a little stressed with everything that's happened, so I guess there's no choice, just from today onwards.
Shiki-sama, all your luggage has been brought. All your luggage has been brought here. Is there anything you should require?
No, not really. Why ask?
There was very little delivered. If there's anything you need, I can have it prepared, so please do not hesitate to ask.
I see. No, I don't think I need it for now. Begin with, my luggage is just this bag, these glasses, and a white ribbon went on there. That's all. Anyways, the luggage. This fancy room is more than enough for me.
I understand. Well then, I should come in an hour's time.
For dinner, you mean?
Yes. Please be relaxed until then.
As I expected, Hisui sees everything with an expressionless face. Even if she tells me relax, how am I supposed to do that here? Say 6 o'clock. Usually I'll be watching TV in the sitting room around this time, but I'm having serious doubt to whether in this mansion. Hisui, I know it's kind of a chill thing to ask, but is there a television in this mansion?
Television?
His eyes narrow slightly. I know if I'm the one who asked, but this is really a stupid question. I feel wrong of asking about friends that have a TV in a luxurious mansion like this. Makes a very troubled face and stares off the space.
There's no television in the sitting room. Some of the visitors did make use of one, but when they departed, they packed up it with their luggage and took it back with them. So I do not believe there are any remaining.
Hold on. Visitors? Like who? For how long?
Relatives. The eldest son of the Kagami-sama from the branch of the family, Tozaki, third daughter, and her fiance, and Kirishima's eldest son can stay for the close to 3 years. 3 years, huh?
Hey, sweet. I think our freeloaders not visitors. Not a reply. No matter what kind of people these spirit were, it seems that the servants can't think bad about them. Anyway, it seems like brought and taking back their own luggage with them. My old men hate products I want to color, thinking them all vulgar. There's no way he will ever watch a TV. Argo has been educated by him for the last 8 years will probably be the same. Well, it's not like I'll die without one. He's always silent. Like a perfect example for our servants. For servants, he usually says nothing unless she's being asked a direct question. This is of course kind of depressing for me. I want to make an expression in his face break into a smile somehow, but that seems impossible with just an old-fashioned hard effort. Oh, there's a library in the first one, wasn't there? Maybe I'll go to find something to read when I have some free time. Does not reply. She just stands in the doorway. Tell her where she's looking.
I believe there's one in Nissan's room.
Huh? I have no idea what she's talking about. One of what?
A television. I've never seen one in Nissan's room.
I was sure many years ago. Nissan, don't tell me you're talking about Kohaku-san.
Yes.
Working in the mansion is Nissan and I. They do look alike. Because Kohaku-san always smiling as he's always expressionless. I see. Who watch those very shows? But I bought going. Tell her, let me watch your TV. I ask. So I gotta follow the rules for the mention. Of course, comment before Aika if I start watching television. It seems I'll be leading a Scarlet student life fit on the road from now on.
Alright, I'll be in my room until dinner, so call me when it's time.
Don't you, Husman? No, as the assassin turns around. Dinner will take place with Aika and I being face to face. I guess it's natural here, and he's and Kohaku do not eat with us, standing behind us to tend to our needs. I thought it would be natural if all four of us ate together, so you could say I'm caught off guard by this inappropriately tense dinner. Yes, I still cannot pronounce words. Should imagine at this point that I'm totally forgotten anything related to matters by now. Well, there were never little pieces enter like humans, amused memories in the corners of their mind. Tension was actually quite thrilling, with everyone in my mood causing Aika to raise an eyebrow. When I think about it, I'll have to go through this every day, though. So it is really depressing. At dinner, I returned to my room. Start at 8 at night. Too early to sleep, so what should I do? Okay, should I save or watch? Yeah, let's do this one. When I get this thing, Aika is relaxing. There's no saying sound clock or using. There's just using them.
Oh, do you drink tea after meals too, Nissan?
No, nothing like that. I thought I'd come to talk to you. My expression tells her I'll go away if I'm bothering you.
Then please sit down. Is tea alright for you?
Sure. If anything, that's nice. I should prefer Japanese tea, but I'll keep a bit of selfishness to myself. It takes the teapot and pours transparent red tea into another teacup. Thank you. I sat down on the sofa and raised the teacup in my mouth. Before my eyes is cool and collect Aika, and it makes me uneasy. Kind of hint about to me, I really don't know what to say until now. She's in front of me.
Nissan, you're very quiet.
Come to talk to me? Stares. I'm sure it's not so much of a younger sister, but more like a very young lady. It's not one to which I can speak freely. Well, I was just wondering. I've been doing it for the past 8 years.
Goes without saying. With Nissan there, that's her fast attention turns solely to me.
I got glares and complaint. It seems that the 8 years are a taboo subject.
And what about you? What have you been doing for the 8 years? Made letters but didn't receive a single reply.
Choke on involuntarily. Certainly, I could send many letters, but I never replied. I was a poor correspondent, but at the bottom I wanted to serve all links to the time. We were looking to write to Aika.
Well, don't worry about the letters. If you had answered, I'm sure Father will never allow replies into the house. More importantly, how do you feel returning to the mansion for the first time 8 years? It's changed a little, even though there was some restoration work done.
In spite of words said, the mansion still feels completely unknown to me.
8 years ago, I was just a child. Even if I remember the mansion a little, I feel like I'm someone else's house. It's very unsettling.
Nissan? Oh no, I just lost for thought for a moment. Well, you say this mansion changed very little, but it's pretty unsettling for me. Though the scenery is just kind of familiar. I can't really remember the corridor nor my room.
Really, I guess it's a long time. I guess it is.
It's like half my life so far. I can't really expect to have a clear memories.
Well, it's been 8 years, so it doesn't feel right.
But I think I'll get used to it. I'll be thinking for it for a while.
Please don't be ridiculous. I can hardly look any more upon Nissan's manners than I rate to already.
Oh, that was close. I almost sprayed tea when I was drinking. And so I could look spent into a cold sweat after all I did was use the wrong knife. I see. You were being lean back then.
Yes, I am making conscious concessions to your abilities. Nissan has been brought up by armors after all. As on the Keiko comes from a branch family, a certain amount of laissez faire was permitted, and you were spoiled, Nissan. The result is the supper we had a while ago. Well, it can be helped, can it? We never really thought I'll be.
We never thought I'll be returning here.
Is that so? You almost sound like you didn't want to return, Nissan.
Don't be stupid. It's not like that. I have my doubts, but I couldn't have. Could I?
Yes, that's the reason I returned.
If it wasn't for Aika, I would never returned. Since I had nothing almost 8 years, I always wondered whether you were right on your own. I came back because I was worried about you. Wait, okay. I came back because I was worried about looking a little to the side and put on my feelings into words. Okay.
Well, think.
But I guess I was just worrying over nothing. In the past 8 years, you seem to have grown very strong. I'm relieved, but a little disappointed. Not a bit since I only had the image.
Really? I'm sorry I didn't meet Nia-san's expectations.
Good eyes are scary. Crap, I think I may have said something too much again.
Well then, Nia-san, how alive are my threat?
I could ask still with frightening expression. I feel like I'm under terrible pressure, even though I'm only talking to my younger sister.
Nia-san, do you hear what I said?
I heard. Like our arms, right? It was normal. There was no real problem. Seems it was more suited for me living there too.
That's not what I meant. How was your health? I have heard you collapse a lot from your chronic anemia.
Yeah, I did for about a year after I left the hospital, but I'm okay now. I only have problems occasionally, about once a month. I'm certainly not frail enough to be worried about. Bluffing, I shrugged my chest with a scar. Not with a serious accent.
But Nissan, you also start wearing glasses. They're going to the hospital. Did your eyes? I feel those also.
I see. Aika doesn't know I wear glasses or why I wear them. I can't explain the lines. Things break or that they don't appear when I wear these glasses. Well, it's nothing. My eyes are a little strange after the accident. But it's not like my eyesight have gone bad. It's not really a serious problem.
Really? I was surprised when I saw you a while ago. Didn't you know you start? I didn't know you start wearing glasses, Nissan.
Really? You seem pretty calm by then.
Of course. I was meeting you for the first time in 8 years. I couldn't let you see me acting strange.
Bro, crazy Sully.
Aika-sama, the bath is ready. What should I do? Really? Thank you, Kohaku. I'll be going soon, so go on ahead. Is that alright? After all, you're relaxing with Shiki-sama. You might run away, but the bath won't. Please relax. It's fine. We weren't talking about anything important anyways.
Aika stands to the lobby. Kaku follows Aika. Here's the tea. Kohaku seems to be heading to the bath, so I guess my room. Hang on. Aika and Kohaku aren't going together. Alright, I bet they are. I bet they are, but then Kohaku will be watching her back. Of course, with another girl, there'll be no problem, but...
Well, you're free to match whatever you need, but...
Aika returned amazing timing.
Don't force Huey to do stupid things. Unlike Kohaku, she doesn't get jokes.
God looks accusing as she sees my thoughts. I'm surprised. Maybe this magic has some listening devices. Wait.
About the bath. Bath we used a long time isn't used anymore. Be too much for Huey and Kohaku to take care of, so it's been closed up.
Large bathroom. Such a place? It's better a bit. Unable to remember, I take a doubtful face. Aika browsed terribly.
Half in the courtyard? You don't even remember that.
Oh no, I mentioned. I guess there was such a thing. But this is your friend mansion. Is there such a thing, a little place?
Father have liked Japanese style architecture. That is why he turned building Japanese style as well. Anyway, you want to take a bath, please use your own. The second bath behind the lobby is yours, Nissan. That Aika leaves.
Alright. There's no point in staying in your room. I'll take a bath and return to the lobby. I returned to my room, but I guess Huey did while I was gone. I'm glad she did, but it was really more than I deserve. I scratched my chin.
Are there, Shiki-sama?
I hear his voice along the knock at the door. Yeah, I'm here. Come in.
Excuse me. Good evening. Thanks for making my bed.
Thanks for making my bed, Huey. No, it's an acceptance. As I thought, I'm not used to this. There's anything else you want to tell me?
No, not for me, but Aika has instructed you to answer the questions you may have.
Oh, I see. There's many things I want to ask, but I'll probably get to live here. Yeah. No, right now. Before I say this, is it true that the curfew here is 7?
Yes. The main gate is locked at 7, and all the entrances to the mansion are locked at 8.
It's also a rule that one must not walk around the mansion after 10.
Not even walk around
the mansion. Well, I got no complaint about that, but it's like harsh. I kinda aren't children, so not that far.
Indeed, it is a rule, however. Please abide by it. You are aware of the recent disturbance at night, not Shiki-sama?
Yeah, the vampire thing Arco was talking about. Well, as long as something like that has happened, I guess it's better to be safe than sorry.
Well, so you mind.
Not the question.
What is it?
I'd like to know what kind of work Kohaku do around here.
And sir, your needs. My sister serves to lay Aika. In our spare time, we do basic chores around the mansion. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
Sir. And heavier. It seems completely natural to Aiko when she said that, but I'm nothing more than nor a high school student. I have no interest in having a girl close to my eyes serving me, at least for now. By serving you mean personal servant?
Yes. Please do not hesitate to give me any instructions.
Well, I get it. But how Aiko's talking about you. Dismiss you. Let you serve me.
Anything particular you would like to... You would like?
Nothing in particular, but... Could you stop calling me Shiki-sama? You know, I get chills on my back when I hear it.
But Shiki-sama, you're my master.
Oh, that's different. That's why I'm saying I hate. Being in her life until yesterday, I have no desire of starting living a life where a girl my age with Sama.
I see her response were less than enthusiastic.
It's just call me Shiki, and in exchange I'll call you Hiusui. Be more casual with each other. Still expression, Hiusui lowers her eyebrows as she is being troubled.
But you're my employer.
Employer, I love that. It's not like I'm hiring you. You're the one doing things I can't do, so you're the great one.
I see, Hiusui gives an enthusiastic reply.
I won't be able to talk her into it in just one day. Anyhow, that's how it is. Don't be so formal towards me. I'll be grateful you tell it to your sister Kwaku-san too.
Very well, as you say, Shiki-sama.
Especially Hisu bows her head. Fail to understand. I'll be leaving now. You rest until for tonight. Puts her hand on. Oh, I forgot to ask. Hold on for a second. Running towards her, I put her sword before she leaves. An instant Hisu pushes away my arm, recover momentum. Oh, a whack! She slaps my hand and leaps back. Eh? It's so sudden, but the only thing I could say is... His expression as she glares at me fiercely. Did I do something wrong?
I'm very sorry.
His voice sounds very nervous. I'm not used to being touched.
Please forgive me.
Shoulders are faintly trembling. I feel like I did something really terrible. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought about thinking. I don't understand myself. I just feel sorry for Hisui. I lower my head. She says nothing. I get the feeling her stare is calm again.
You have nothing to apologize for, Shiki-sama. I am the one to blame.
No, well, maybe I scratch my head. Ichu stares at me, pausing to blink for a second.
What was it you wanted me to ask, Shiki-sama?
Oh, that's right. I stopped here because I want to ask her something. I want to know about Aika. Doesn't she go to boarding school?
That was only during middle school, Shiki-sama. From this year onward, Aiko has special permission to attend school from home.
You mean she goes to school from here?
Yes, but it's only common for her to come home before dusk like today. Has practice up to dinner, so she is always home by 7.
Practice? What?
This Thursday, so she will have violin practice.
Eh?
Usually she has to return before dinner on weekdays, so if anything to say Aika, please let Nissan know after dinner.
Lisa bows and leaves the room. Violin practice? What on earth is that? She's not some upper class lady or anything, so why should she... And he brought that. Oh wait, she's an upper class lady. Yes, come to think of it, is my sister Tony Ayaka's natural born upper class lady. My memory, she was always the being ever easy sister, constantly following me around. As children, she always quiet, never having the courage to express her own desires. She was afraid to live fear of our father. People really do change after 8 years. After 8 years, I'll become the me I am now. I've become okay. Aika has become the person she is right now too. 8 years, a long time. It's half of our lives up to now. I was absent from the mansion during the vile period where a child has become an adult. I'm sorry, Aika. I think things would be better if I were during these 8 years. I only my apology. Okay, I'll leave that there. I'll see you next time, and bye.